suspicious sexual assault case that a young man maybe put his hand in my private car. So I called the police and waiting for the police. The thing is that I arrived this library. This is the first time I came to this library, and when I came here, it's around I think 9:30 something, and I asked the security guard if I can apply for a library card, and he said the office is closed, and at 7. And then I asked his and he told me about going to get a locker and then put everything inside, and then get a transparent passport, plastic bag, go to that place. And then I asked him if it is the library in upstairs, and he nodded his head, and I'm not sure if it's just misunderstanding that. And then I put everything in the locker, and then went to the upstairs, and I found it is just a few places there, and then the door can open just inside. So a guy opened the door for me, and then I get into the inside and sat in a single sitting area. So after I think 15 minutes to 20 minutes, I was locked out and then fell into sleep. And then when I woke up, I think it is around 10:30 to 10:45. I was waking up by I was woken up by two women who sat in front of me speaking very loud in the library. It's just unusual, and they spoke really loud and then continuously non-stopably. And then after I woke up, and they make sure I woke up, and then they left. And this is really weird and strange, but the situation had been happened before. Then after the molestation, then someone will woke me up by speaking very loud. So this time the same, and then I feel uncomfortable with my bottom part. But anyway, I just feel not right at the bed. Someone's just at my bed moving something, and then I checked, and I looked at my bed. It was an Asian guy that I didn't see him when I came to the place. So I took a picture of him, and he was very frightened. He immediately left. He left in a very hurry and in a very frightened way, and I think he was suspicious with the molester, and because there was nobody got arrested in the past, so those guys will be, they become very, very, how to say, they don't afraid. So then I went to the toilet to check my private part, and I found it is very smelly. And because this is the normal way, Alex Yuan ordered the people, because this is more on psychological abuse than really physical abuse. That's why I checked the CCTV, asked the security guard, and he refused. First, he said there's no cameras there, and then he said that no, and then he asked me to leave, and then asked me to call the police, and then I called the police. The first time I called the police with this mobile phone because it is hacked, and the guy asked me to go to the police station, and then I asked the And then I asked this restaurant to help me, and then a guy called the police for me, and then told the police about the location, and the police agreed to come. But they very interesting enough, and he asked me if I was assaulted verbally, physically or what. and I told him someone maybe put his hand in my private part, and I'm not sure. He said he will bring me to the hospital to check. And I said, right after the CCTV, it's not serious, but it is kind of more on assault, and it's not something very helpful. That's why I waiting for the police to come over to check the CCTV, because I'm under extreme situation. The Hong Kong government has been invest a lot of money to do crazy making by doing bribery to the police unlimited amount, because they are doing brain computer interface experiment on me. That's why they wouldn't want this to be exposed. It is inhuman, it is anti-human, not allowed to do non-consensual medical non-consensual brain-computer interface to the person. And if it is exposed, it will be a very big thing. That's why the Hong Kong government, and especially Chris Tang, who fund Alex Yuan to do this experiment, will invest unlimited amount of money to avoid this to be exposed. So I'm at high risk of being crazy making if the police did not let me, will not let me check the CCTV and deny that the guy had been molesting me. Then there will be a high risk for me to be crazy making. So I will definitely check the CCTV, watch it, and then to confirm it. If I couldn't watch it, and I wouldn't agree anything of them. So I want to make a record of this, and I have the right to to I should have the right to check the evidence, and that's why I make this record in English, so that I can have something real time to uh, uh, to give everything in real time, that in details. So I'm waiting for the police, and it is really cold outside, and not the while I asked the security guard who can speak English, and he was the guy that first met me and told me about the using the locker, something like that. But I think he's quite suspicious, because he refused everything, and when I asked him about his name, he refused to tell me, and then I have no choice but take a photo of him, because I couldn't tell the management tomorrow. If I write an email to the management, I can't locate this person. So I take a photo of him, and he just snatched my camera to the floor. So I'm sorry about that. I think it is out of no choice that I have to make a record of him, so that I can tell. And then he said, I can block you. You can never come to this library again. I think this is what the Alex Yuan team want him to do so, because this library is quite good, and quite good because it can stay long time people, because it open until midnight, and they don't want me to have a safe place, a warm place to stay. So I really need the help to contact the outside world. That's why that's why I desperately need to work in the library, and I think it won't be like that, and he can block me because it is unreasonable. I just asked him to check the CCTV, and if he said there was no CCTV, there's no CCTV, I can't believe this is a public place and everything can be happen here. But I don't know, because it's not UK or other place, but I really need to know if how far the German protect the human rights, and in order, and also to balance the privacy. So I will update you guys as soon as possible. Bye bye. Bless me. It's very cold. This is the library.